This is how the Golani page appears, which was removed for a central reason, as we are talking today about an elite unit in the I-24 Hebrew framework. We see something else, that the soldier is a reservist. The killing of Amir Gadar revealed something very serious about the elite unit. One of the reservists, counted as part of the reserves, is at the same time officially affiliated with the Golani Brigade. Golani is known for its 2nd Battalion, Barak, and the 13th Battalion, Gideon. There is also the 51st Battalion, which faced significant losses in southern Lebanon, with over 50% of its personnel impacted. This battalion was severely hit. These 3 battalions do not include this new unit. The new unit, also identified as 51, now operates as 5111 after adding reservists to its structure. The battalion previously faced severe losses in southern Lebanon. To compensate, the reserves were brought in to fill the ranks of the 51st Battalion. This new addition doesn't make it an elite unit, despite how I-24 portrays it. The truth is that the 51st Battalion suffered losses and now relies on reservists. Hence, we now have 5111, a reserve-supported battalion operating under the Golani name due to its diminished capacity. This development reflects Golani's struggles following the heavy blow it suffered. The 51st Battalion, integrated with reserves, has also paid a price. The inclusion of reservists signifies the depletion of the Golani Battalion 51. Claims of it being an elite unit are grossly exaggerated. Golani has chosen to delete its page entirely rather than confront these truths. As for the 621st and 351st units, the latter is intelligence-focused and not currently active. The official Israeli military spokesperson discussed the 98th Division and its reinforcement of the 91st Galilee Division. The 98th Division is now operational, replacing some of the 36th Division due to its significant losses, which include Golani. Golani's depletion of a battalion is an extraordinary development observed by all. The recent attack occurred 2 kilometers inside Israeli territory near the Lebanese border. The Israeli narrative acknowledges that the attack was successful. The soldier killed was only 2 kilometers from the border, highlighting the reach of strikes deep into what is referred to as Israeli territory. This evolving situation between the 98th and 91st Divisions stems from attempts to counter these incursions. The region near the border has turned into a zone of intense confrontation. The recent strike, described as coming from the depths of Lebanon, carries a direct message to both the Americans and Israelis. It underscores that strikes from Lebanon continue to kill Israeli soldiers, even within 2 kilometers of the border. Welcome to a new episode of Middle East Insights. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, activate the notification bell to stay updated, and share. Thank you. The second aspect is that there are also strikes equivalent to those near Beirut. These developments have become very clear. There is a state of confrontation in which the southern suburb, Dahieh Janubia, mirrors the outskirts of Tel Aviv. This is the first equation. The second equation is that there are casualties and injuries within the Israeli army inside Israel itself, at the same time that there are martyrs on the other side. The area of confrontation spans within a range of 3 kilometers. This framework has clearly drawn strong and unmistakable lines. There has also been an attempt to falsify the incident. The mere claim that a battalion was reinforced with reserve forces to prevent its collapse, particularly the 51st Battalion, highlights the severe losses suffered by the Golani Brigade. These losses forced Golani to rely on reserves to continue its operations. This is a crucial point, the collapse of the 51st Battalion of Golani. After this incident, everything became exposed. The creation of what is being called the 5111 unit, essentially the 51st Battalion supplemented with reservists, seems to be nothing more than a tactic of deception. Officially, the Golani webpage was removed by the army to avoid further entanglements. Just 48 hours ago, this alleged unit did not exist. Some may claim it is a secret formation, but how can it be secret when it includes reservists? One reservist, whom Rabbi Mosana September described as religious, ethical, and well-mannered, is an example. The soldier, referred to as a Torah scholar and a son of Golani, left behind a wife and family. However, he was just a reservist and had not participated in military actions beyond basic training, which was religiously oriented. The rabbi was clear on this point. Additionally, his friend's statements confirm that the so-called special unit mentioned by the I-24 newspaper does not exist. This media narrative has been exposed. It is now evident that this reservist was included to reinforce the 51st Battalion after its losses in southern Lebanon and Gaza, which were catastrophic. Today, Golani no longer possesses its former reputation, structure, or qualified cadres. The Israeli army is in a state of genuine decline, relying solely on intensified firepower. This is why it cannot control any region in Lebanon under the current circumstances. This is a confirmed reality due to the challenges of facing such resistance. Formerly, Lapid mentioned 3 Hezbollah fighters versus 20 Israeli soldiers, where 20 Israeli soldiers were killed. Most of these soldiers, even if affiliated with Golani, were from the reserves. This has now been openly revealed. Thus, the decline of the Israeli army begins with the collapse of Golani. This aligns with the statement made by the Golani commander urging patience, sacrifice, and endurance in light of the severe losses, as described in his voice message. Today, the brigade is attempting to recover from these losses by incorporating reserves into the official ranks, a clear indication of its collapse. Thank you and goodbye.